Hi guys, so here we have another Tory Brexiteer who doesn't understand the asylum system, but wants to pick and choose which people are processed. So Gerald Howarth was interviewed on LBC, where he claimed that refugees from Ukraine are okay because they hope to return to their country to rebuild it, but people arriving in rubber boats from France need to be sent to Rwanda. This is following a decision by a High Court judge saying that a plane due to leave next Tuesday can go ahead. The Tory gets a bit angry when his position is challenged. Have a listen.
Andrew Mitchell, your fellow Conservative MP, has said it would be cheaper to put these people up in the Ritz Hotel in London than to send them back to Rwanda.
Well, I disagree with Andrew, and I'll probably be seeing him later today, as it happens, Matt.
Well, you might put the point to him. I mean, but that is a fact. I mean, the cost of deporting these people by plane is enormous. And it's 135 in the first flight. You want to send thousands to Rwanda. It's going to cost a lot of money.
Matt, forgive me. Stop constantly telling me things and ask for my opinion.
He's stating a fact here. I know you think your opinion is more important than facts, but it is a fact that it will cost more money than putting people up in the Ritz Hotel. This is a fact, okay? I know this is a problem for Brexiteers. This guy's a Brexiteer. But, you know, your opinion is not as important as facts. In your mind it is, but in reality, no.
My opinion is, what you asked me about Andrew Mitchell, who is a very good friend of mine. I disagree with him on one or two issues. This is one of them. It is already costing us an absolute fortune to house these people in this country as they come across the channel. So you have to offset the cost of that against the cost of going to Rwanda. It is.
See, these people are not interested in the cost. They don't care about the cost. He's a Brexiteer, once, as I said before, so he doesn't care about the cost to the country. This is, let's just call a spade here. This is racism. This is, I don't like these people coming into this country, or my voters don't like, excuse me, these people coming into the country, so I have to be seen sending them away.
It is a project which we are going to investigate, see how it works. Let us see how it works. But if I may just say this, Matt, finally, that we have genuine asylum seekers from Ukraine, who we are housing, our friends are housing, and it's fantastic. And I think that is wonderful. But there's a fundamental difference between the Ukrainian refugees and the others. The Ukrainian refugees, first and foremost, are fully intent on returning to rebuild their country.
Not all of them. How have you determined that most of them or all of them want to return to Ukraine? I actually know some Ukrainian refugees, and they've been so traumatized by what's happened in their country that they don't want to return. Now, these are individuals, so I'm not presenting any statistics, but neither is he. You can't just say, well, these ones are legitimate because they plan to return. But that's not part of the definition of what a refugee is. It's not like when you arrive in a country, okay, you want to make an asylum claim, but are you planning to return to rebuild your country? Well, maybe. If the war ends or if the dictator is removed, maybe I'll return, but that's not criteria for asylum.
And secondly, they don't come here and tell us to pull down our statues and rewrite our history.
That's it. Okay, and then the interview goes on about who are you talking about? Nobody's doing this. And then he just doesn't answer the question. But here we have it, once again, trying to inject identity politics, trying to inject this sort of distraction into an issue. Refugees are not coming to Britain to pull down statues. He has no evidence to support that case, that assumption, sorry. It's just certain refugees we don't like. Maybe it's because of the colour of their skin or the way they talk or their background, maybe their religion, I don't know. But certain refugees we're happy with. How is that possible? Apart from, well, maybe it's the colour of their skin or that they're from not far away from where I am.
Oh, come on. I mean, how many asylum seekers have told you to pull down statues? But we just, that's just an accusation. We don't know the answer to that, so let's not even go there. My final question to you, Sir Gerald, is if Let's say a boat arrives tomorrow morning, on the shores of Dover, and there's a family on board that is from Ukraine, and they've come across the water because, human traffickers put them on that boat and they've paid the price. Do you send them to Rwanda too?
They will be treated the same way as anybody else, but I don't imagine there will be any Ukrainian refugees seeking to come to the United Kingdom by that means, because there are established means and
there we have it. There are established means. Why are there not established means for people coming from Afghanistan or Syria or North Africa? Why is that not the case?
Established means for others as well, and
for others as well. No, there aren't. Obviously, if there was an established route, then people wouldn't be paying thousands of euros to people traffickers. This does not make any sense. If there was an established route to get into the UK, why the hell would people be paying huge sums of money, life savings in some cases, to go on a rubber boat? This makes absolutely no sense, unless you're racist and you're trying to convince the public that there's a difference and that people coming across are doing it because they're just bad people.
Ukrainians are obeying the regulations and the rules, and some of them are very frustrated by the time that it is taking, but nevertheless they are obeying the rules
because
they are obeying the rules because the rules exist to allow them to do that. There aren't rules that exist to allow other people to come in, so they have to find other ways. This is just logical. Now, how the heck is this guy an MP? And how the heck is this guy a member? How the heck was this guy knighted? His name is Sir Gerald. But here we have, once again, this idea that we have to inject statues and language and culture and our history and everything into every bloody discussion. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.